talking.
Well, I mean, you could yell at them, just like, hey!
I'm like, hey, fucker! Look at the bullet coming at you at billions of miles per hour. Oh, look, you're dead. You did a good job.
We're live.
Oh shit!
Yay, live.
So, if you want to jump in here, whatever. But we're back again. When we last our crew, they had just made their way out of the water distribution facility, in which they had found several pallets of water, which they were in fact after. The crew was discovered. Well, Sai was discovered while placing cameras. They didn't seem to notice his cameras, which is a plus. But it seems, hey Quinn, welcome to the stream, that the group of ragtag folk they have hired to protect it plan to move it now because they have been encroached upon. So, what's the plan here?
Good question. I will. Sorry, I'm trying to load up the stream so I can make sure the audio is not all funny because it's really loud on my end. I want to make sure that's not wrong.
Yeah. And I'm recording since it did do that thing, which is awkward, but it's fine. Just alright, for the rest of you, Sai, you just came out of the building and are rendezvousing with the rest of them. Your cameras showed the folks having their conversation, determining that they were in fact moving this. Do you have anything you'd like to do?
I'm still with everybody in Doc's van, right?
Yeah, at this point you guys kind of rendezvoused at Doc's van.
Where is Doc's van in comparison to the map right now?
Okay, so comparison to the map, it is northwest in a little
cul-de-sac area.
Yeah, sort of thing.
Also, cheers.
Oh yeah,
that's
make sure that. Cheers to the beginning.
Time to kickstart.
Yeah, that's one way to start.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, yummy.
Oh. Yeah, the dragon's milk is way better than 99 bananas, that's for sure.
What is this dragon's milk? What are you talking about?
It's a beer.
It's a beer.
Oh, got it.
It's a bourbon barrel aged stout that I just picked up. It's not cheap. It was actually a 4-pack for $15.
Nice.
But
good beer is
it's
usually
really
expensive.
Good. Okay, sorry. Now that I'm not distracted by staring at other screens, so let's see. So, size inside, right? That's what's going on still.
Correct.
No,
I got.
Oh, who was inside?
No, Sai was inside. Sai is with you guys now. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Inside your van.
Gotcha. This is still the same. This is still the same day, right?
Yeah.
Like I got you. Like I had you like hightail it out of there, and you jumped into my van, and we drove off.
Yeah.
And then, so this is still the same day, and it looked like they were gonna start moving stuff. So we needed to figure out what the the question was: are we gonna hit them in transit, or were we gonna hit them? Like go back in the building and try to take it there. What do you guys want to do?
I think we had decided that we were going to try to get them in transit.
Got it. That makes sense. That's a good plan.
Okay. So your cameras show them immediately starting to pallet jack the banana. Oh goodness, no, banana's bad. Sorry, Quinn. Unfortunately for the Shadowruns, we only have our party in the Skype. But
apparently that's what that button does. I apologize.
What did you do?
I clicked on his name on Restream, and it just quoted the text.
Ah, that's pretty. I didn't actually post anything, so you're fine.
Okay.
So reloading. Where was I? Your camera showed them moving pallets around towards the southern part of the building, and you're pretty sure from what you had scouted before, it would only take them minutes at most to get their little wall shuffled around so that they could actually get a truck over there. And then from there, probably a few more minutes for them to actually be out of the building, probably barreling through crowds of people if they had to.
Okay, well I still have a tracker on at least 2 of those pallets, so we know where at least one of the trucks is gonna be. So I'm assuming that if they have it on 2 trucks, it's probably gonna be right behind it. So
should we possibly tell the crowd of people to move, like, not get run over?
Oh, I'm sure they'll figure that out.
well, I'm
On
sure
their own.
everyone is barreling
You have
towards them.
far too much faith in humanity.
I do. So we know where these vehicles are going.
Yeah.
We know generally probably the path they'll take, I would assume.
Yeah, you
Like-
have an idea, because there's not really a whole lot of options from here to the Kissimmee Dome.
Okay. So we should probably stage some kind of an ambush situation, like get their vehicles to stop moving, and then go ahead and just ambush them on the road and try to take them out. Does that sound like a good idea?
I'm already halfway there.
Living on a prayer.
In character, I look over at Doc and be like, should I get on my bike?
Maybe. So these pallets, and I'm pretty sure I asked this last time, but I can't remember. Does it look like these pallets would fit in my van? They're probably like maybe one would probably fit in the van, I would assume.
Yeah, they're a bit sizable. You'd probably say that's like big enough that like it's about the size of 4 trolls hugging.
Gotcha. So we need to take out the trucks, but not to not take out the trucks, because we're gonna need to use the trucks trucks or whatever to get these from point A to point B.
Yes.
We're gonna have to hide
Actually, that's not true. That's true. I'm sorry. Because the pallets are a meter by a meter. So they're about the same. They take about the same space as a troll in your van because they're square. You could
Gotcha.
Tetris them.
Still,
You
we
can also
wouldn't
put
fit
one in
them.
my truck.
We could probably put one on the back of your truck. This is true.
That's an option.
Yeah,
You're
but for the-
finally admitting it's a truck. I'm glad we're making
Oh.
it forward.
Oh no.
Yeah, but considering how many pallets we have for the sake of quickness, we should probably just try to hijack the trucks, hightail it out of there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's pick a point. We'll pick an arbitrary point on the map where the trucks will be driving, where they will be down the road, but maybe like a quarter of a way or halfway to their destination. Something preferably flat, with not a lot of people around. Some sort of stretch of the interstate, maybe.
Okay. So you can either try to catch them because your path options are relatively limited. You can either try to catch them coming on the road to the interstate, which is relatively nearby to the facility itself. The connection from the roads to the interstate, or the interstate itself.
Let's get them on the interstate. What's the traffic like out here? Like the interstate's usually like packed full of cars. Are there like maybe 1 or 2 people? Is it like in this day and age?
What's your knowledge skills?
Nothing that would help with this.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
John, you forgot to make a post.
I didn't so much forget as I was like, I asked because I was going to pass out, and I did pass out for a good 3 hours.
Yeah, I was napping as well,
Yeah.
and I did not. I was.
I think we all had like
It's alright.
carb comas or something. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
It's alright. I'm making a post.
I mean, you do you.
Good.
Thank you, and I appreciate that.
Thank you. But we can. I don't know. We'll hit them like on the off ramp, like or on the on ramp when they're about to go on the interstate, which, as you said, is not very far from here.
Correct. Yeah, you could actually probably set up a plan there.
Yeah, let's try to let them get on the ramp, and then we will like I can pull the truck around front, and, like just like in front of them and try to stop them. I wish our hacker was here because this would make this a lot simpler.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I assume he gets off late.
Yeah, he doesn't get out till like 2 o'clock in the morning. So
He gets out at never.
Gotcha. So in that case, I'm open to suggestions.
Welcome in here, there, Hunter. How's it going, Anna? Wait for it.
Good.
Let's see.
Unfortunately, don't have your face on here for some reason.
Well, we have 3 vehicles. I have my motorcycle. You have your van.
We have the truck.
We have the truck. We can get your van and the truck to block both sides, and then I can be there just in case they decide to go wheeling away, knocking your van out of the way. I can just chase them down so you can track them.
Oh, now we're on the map. It's the map.
Hello,
It's
map.
the map. It's the
It's
map.
a shitty map.
Hey, she map.
It's a map of the shitty.
She map. Oh my gosh. Well, here's the thing with what we have. Like, we don't even know how many trucks they're gonna load. They might load all this onto one truck. They might load it onto multiple trucks.
I would imagine multiple trucks.
I mean, these pallets probably all fit on one big truck.
You remember actually that they had 7 pallets, and a truck would fit at max 6. So probably, if they're
Okay.
going to get all of the pallets on at once, is going to be 2 trucks.
Okay, gotcha. So that's
yeah,
good.
Get, 6 per semi.
Mm.
The notes from last time.
Good. Yay, notes.
There's 7 pallets total, 6 per semi, so it's going to be on 2 trucks. And one of the pallets is the data shards. So they might load the water onto one, and then the data shards onto one more, and they might be going in separate directions. And I didn't get tagged on the data shard one.
That's fine. It'd be pretty easy for you to like. What I would say is we'll set up a trap on the on ramp, but you stay kind of like near the trucks, near the facility, and then when they leave, if they go different directions, you can follow the one that doesn't come towards us.
Yeah, I'll be on my bike tracking them. So
If necessary. If not, you'll just follow them and you'll be coming up behind.
yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Let's just assume that we're going to use the van and the pickup truck to, like we'll have them pulled off on the off-ramp, like on the shoulder, and then when the trucks are coming up, we will maneuver out in front of them to force them to hopefully stop. And, we will go from there. If it comes down to it and we have to, like, if we can't get them to stop, we'll have to force them to stop, like shoot out the wheels, that kind of stuff. So
I was gonna shoot the driver.
yes, that would be the best option. Just shoot the driver.
I'm gonna shoot from very far away.
Preferably if we can get it, especially if we can get them to stop first. If we can get them to stop and then you can just put a bullet through the driver. That's assuming, of course, it's not.
Unless they're driving wirelessly.
It could
I
be
was gonna
wireless.
say- Yeah.
That's true.
I could
Double
just cast
prompt.
Swarm and make them feel like there's a bunch of bugs on them. That'd be fun.
That would be very good too.
The bee!
Let's implement all the plans.
Let's do all of these things. So let's do that. So that's the plan.
Pack
We're
the
going
truck
to
and the
yeah.
toaster.
I left.
Yep. So we're gonna go put the pickup truck and the van on the ramp. So they're like just kind of sitting there, camera. And then when they come, like they'll be on the shoulders. Then when they come up, we'll be like, and block the road.
Okay.
And then Hunter, if you want to be in the pickup truck and like in the bed of the truck, you can take a shot from there.
I mean, from your truck?
From her truck.
From her truck?
Yeah, she's got a pickup truck.
I do.
So you can just kind of, you can like lay in it, and then once they stop, you can stand up and be like, and fire.
Why would I stand up?
I don't know. You do you. Whatever you want to do.
Either way, whatever your preferred shooting position would be.
On my stomach.
Then Sai can be on the motorcycle, and if they go different directions, he can follow one of them. Alright, so, we will go ahead and take up positions on the ramp, and we will wait for them to do what they're gonna do. Anybody have anything else they want to do? Spells you want to cast?
Anything
Summon
you want to prep?
spirits you want to summon?
Yes, I cast bullets into gun.
Cast bullets in the gun. Any particular kind of bullet?
Yeah, make
I'm
sure you
probably
got-
gonna load all APDS, cause fuck every life.
Cause fuck every life.
I'm gonna merge it!
That's related to the post I just made.
It's fair.
And mute the shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Oh boy, I'm grade 5 minutes.
So-
Probably should get my non-good character sheet.
So a handful of minutes have passed, and it's hard not to notice the commotion from anywhere within reason, as the shouts of the folks that have been kind of surrounding here, especially on camera from your cameras indoors, you can hear the shouts of the folks kind of rise. Things are moving about, engines are revving. You hear the sounds of hands slapping on metal for a bit, but to no real avail. Then you hear a short round of gunfire and the sound of screaming dispersal.
Ugh.
I
Jeez.
told you we should have told them to move!
They're moving. They're fine.
I'm sure it'll grow back. The vehicle, from everything that shows up in your AR feed on the tracker is leaving. You tracked 2 of the
Pallets.
pallets.
Yeah, two of the 7 pallets. I have trackers on.
Give me.
And one of them were they both with the? Well, how many of those pallets had the little thing inside that he was? It was only the one pallet had like something inside of it, right?
Well, the one with the data shards, yeah, it was the
Only one had
pallet,
data
the rest-
shards.
And that one got tagged, right?
No, the one.
Okay.
Actually,
The first 2 got tagged,
Yeah,
if I
the
recall.
Only the first 2. Okay.
the first 2 were water, and the very last one on the right-hand side, that was the data shards. So I didn't.
Okay.
get that one.
That's fine.
But either way, give me an edge roll Sai. Yes. No, not an edge roll Sai. Reflecting bullets with his ponytail, because
Yeah.
that is the next adept I want to build.
Yeah, really. Wonderful.
I love my hair sometimes. It's great.
I whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth.
No.
You are Will Smith's daughter.
Hell no.
No, you are. It's true. I've got some terrible news, or wonderful news. Will Smith is your father.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. If he can pay off my credit card debt right now,
He's
that'd
not
be
going
fantastic. Well, fuck him then.
He's working on
Don't
Bright
fuck
right
with
now.
that.
That's weird.
One success.
One success.
One success. Fortunately for you and your incredibly high edge, 1 is all I really required there.
Awesome.
You notice that the trackers are clearly in separate vehicles, traveling at about the same rate of speed, but at different spots on your AR map.
Okay,
They are, however, fastly approaching.
Both are vastly approaching our location.
Yes, your location on the off-ramp to I-4, the one that you anticipate them taking.
Oh,
Right.
Yes.
okay, so both of them are heading to the on-ramp, and then they're going to diverge from that, or they already diverged?
They have not diverged, but they're distant enough that you know that they're different vehicles.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well, as soon as they come on the ramp and we're just gonna pull the vehicles in front. So, and Sai, you're gonna follow behind them on your motorcycle, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
I really hope they don't kill the truck guys. Real
I'm in
sad.
full VR, in like hooked into my van. Right. So what do they do, John?
As you see them in the distance approach, they're really not hard to spot because of that glorious pinkish purple horizon color spray.
Subtlety.
There are 2 vans. One seems to be sticking in the left-hand lane, and the other, in your right lane, comes into the off-ramp and sees you there. Its tires screech as it comes to a halt. The other van keeps going.
But it does not go on the ramp. It keeps
It's not going on the ramp.
Right.
It is actually heading east down the 423.
All right, Sai, follow that guy,
Following.
and then we've stopped the vehicle.
You see a metallic arm poke itself out of the window as an orcish head pops out, and she says, "What are you doing? Get off the freaking road! Freaking tourists!"
Hunter,
I'm already. I see her in my sights.
put a
As
bullet
I-
in her brain.
I will put a bullet in her
Rude.
brain.
Rude as shit, guys. We could try and be nice people.
We could, but fuck them.
And when the face says that, well, you know it means something.
Fuck them
Let's
in the
see.
face.
I think I start off. Do I just roll my long arms?
So
you do.
yeah, you're gonna roll your long arms plus your
Okay.
agility, and then your agility should be much higher than it was before. Yeah. So.
Putting my dice in neat piles, cause I can. Okay. Ooh. 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 Okay.
Squeals.
Okay. Okay. What is my limit? It's the accuracy on the gun. accuracy, so I need to go to gear, weapons, my accuracy. 9. Okay, cool. Do. I have 7 successes.
Okay. Surprise tests. How do we do them? I forget that part.
Just make an initiative. Make both you make an initiative test basically, and whoever gets the highest or something like that. I forget. I'd have to look it up, which I can do once I find where I put my folders. Are there?
Success. It's APDS. Does that mean? Okay, that's a total of -8 AP.
Give me your initiative roll.
Fuck. Where's that? Ah! Come on, initiative. Where are you? I don't know. There you are.
You need it's a target number. The target number is 3.
What is the on my initiative?
It's reaction plus intuition. It's initiative.
Oh, reaction plus intuition.
And you hit 3 hits. And if you hit 3 hits, you are not surprised. You can get defense tests. Anna doesn't really need to roll a surprise test because she's the one doing the surprising.
Right. Reaction plus intuition. Okay, so he actually gets a defense roll. Good.
Otherwise, he'd be
Does
dead.
AP minus 8 mean anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that. Give me a second.
Okay.
And how many successes did you say you had?
I had 7.
Well,
A lot of successes.
he did pretty good.
He did pretty good. He got
He got
net
6
1.
successes. You got net 1, which means that you add 1 to your damage roll. And how much was the AP you said?
Minus 8.
Motherfuck. All right, that's
Survive
fine.
this, bitch!
That's fine. He's probably fine-ish. You know, because having a cyber limb gives you +1 Earth.
This is true.
Sure. Whatever. Maybe for your
She's
head.
fine.
Maybe for straight for the head.
Well, actually, that would have been a call shot, and that'd have been -4.
Well, you know,
Aim for vitals.
I don't know these roles because no one discussed these.
Actually, for this character, that might not be a vital.
Hey, brains aren't important, kids.
Negative.
Dicks are.
That's not. I'm not sure if that's a stat.
I have dicks +9.
Same!
Alright. Well, there's that.
Oh man.
Is he dead?
Definition of maturity here.
What's the damage, you said? You didn't give me a damage amount.
14.
Oh, wow! Shit! Alright.
Don't forget the minus 8. Just to remind you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In case you forgot. -8.
Yeah. You said 16? You said 16, right? That was not a
14 damage.
a 14
physical.
14.
So
I mean,
13.
Obviously, this is an orc, and you know orcs are really robust, and apparently they have a lot of blood in their head, from what you can tell from the left side of that vehicle.
He dead?
He dead.
He dead? Whatever.
He dead. He's
Hashtag
super.
dead.
He's moistened the Horizon vehicle on the left side,
Moisten.
and
Okay.
If we're not gonna go, sorry, go ahead.
yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say if we're not going to initiative, I'm going to hop out of the I'm gonna give it like a couple seconds, and then I'll be hopping out of the vehicle to go jump into that and try to drive off with it. But we'll go ahead.
Are there any more bodies in that vehicle? Basically, what we're asking first before we continue on.
You see a single body slump out of the window. That was, yeah, nah.
That was it.
You're pretty much
Part 1
sure
done.
that's it. That's all she wrote for this particular vehicle.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out of my cocoon, and jump, pull the body out of the way, and hop into the truck. Is there a rigger setup in this truck? Is it rigged?
It does have a rigger cocoon. Not a cocoon. Just a rigger.
An RCC?
RCC.
Not RCC. Whatever. Yeah, it's
you know what I mean.
set up to be rigged. I'm going to plug my data cable into the vehicle and take control of it.
Yeah, you are.
And I'll say to Hunter and to Sticks, like check the back, make sure there's nobody else back there.
Got it.
And if once I'm rigged into it, I'll pop open the back door.
Go.
Okay.
We head back
So
real quick. We need to do this fast.
Sticks, you're opening. You're coming in.
Yeah, I'm going in.
Okay. Give me a reaction plus intuition.
Oh, joy.
I'm sorry, it's yes, reaction plus intuition. We just discussed this.
Is that much? Tuition.
She gets a +2 if she's expecting something, if that matters.
Okay, I'll give it to you. +2
Kinda
for
like-
reaction tuition.
Excitement. Wow! 6 successes.
Jesus.
You got enough.
You see a glint of light against one of the walls of the inside that definitely makes you think somebody's in here with a firearm. As
My favorite.
you poke your head around the corner to try to get in here, and you see a human with a Remington shotgun level it on you.
Oh boy.
Hello there. You don't belong. What are you doing? Click, click.
Yeah.
Jamie?
Yeah? Did he
He's
fire
talking.
on me?
He's
Yeah.
talking to you. No, he's talking to
It's
you.
very much. He's given you
Oh.
a chance, seeing that you reacted to him at all.
Just hanging out, and I'm gonna go ahead and powerbolt him.
Okay.
Okay.
That's perfectly fine. Alright, so he gets a...
I do say I'm just hanging out before I powerbolt.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Just relax and all, max and all, cool and all.
What are you doing in my vehicle? Alright. Edge this? Yeah, I can edge this. Why not? Where's my edge? There's my edge. Okay.
Pachoo.
Shit.
What's his defense on that? That's indirect or direct?
I didn't put that down.
Gotcha. Hang on.
Make it up.
Doing powerbolt.
Yeah.
I'm guessing indirect, because indirect is...
It's a direct.
Oh.
It's a direct combat spell.
Really? Okay.
7 successes.
And it's physical, powerful...
What force did you cast it at?
Oh, I didn't say, so let's just assume 6.
Okay, that's fine. 6 means your limit.
Did you edge it though?
I did.
Okay, so you blow past your limits, and you're gonna take physical drain. Keep that in mind.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay, then he's going to have to roll defense. And it's
Yeah. Oh.
body.
sorry. Help you with that. I have my cards right here. Direct combat spell. Yeah, you roll your body.
Alright. He sees you, gives a bit of a yelp as your powerbolt necrotizes some of his flesh.
Go ahead and roll your drain, Jamie.
Yeah, what's drain?
Drain.
It's for that spell. It's force -3. So you have to resist 3 drain.
No, I don't have how much I roll for drain.
Will you roll willpower plus charisma?
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yep, barely, but I'm fine.
Are we doing like initiative here yet, John, or is this just kind of?
I'll give you initiative.
Okay, because I was gonna do stuff otherwise. I just want to make sure.
Reaction plus intuition, Jamie. And I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not gonna see a whole lot active right now.
Oh, I have to roll reaction?
Yes. You're gonna see the vehicle itself, because you are getting into it right now, active. So you can move the vehicle.
Oh, talking to me. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just talking in terms of things that you can pretty much interact with, unless you want to run back there. After you hear a shotgun blast.
4 hits.
4 hits. Alright. That is, unfortunately, going to collide directly with your sternum, which I'm sure you're attached to.
Well, it's attached to me, at the very least.
Oh. Sorry, Remington. Doop. Definitely prepared, 100%. Never not prepared. That's a melee weapons. What the fuck? That's still melee weapons. What's happening right now?
You're failing.
Did you
What's
put
happening?
your dick in it?
I might have, okay? I might have. And from that resulted life.
Wow. And this kid's a story about the birds and the bees.
So you are connected with a single shot from your from a Remington 990. 12p AP -1 comes at you.
Yes.
Squeak.
So, rolling armor?
Body
Yes.
plus armor. AP is -1, so -1 on 2. Your die pool.
Okay. Yay.
Ouch.
I'm fine.
She's gonna die.
Probably gonna die.
We'll miss you.
No, you won't.
You're right. Dang.
A shit ton of 4s. 4 hits.
4 hits. Then you take 8 damage. That's
Ouchie.
ouchie.
We didn't like that. We are not fans of that. It's gonna burn a little when we pee.
It's okay. Hopefully, Hunter's right behind you.
He, this human that you have found in here, runs past you
Oh,
and
okay.
makes his way around, opening up the passenger seat side.
Well, hang on. Hunter was right there behind her. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Were you?
And yeah,
Yeah.
can we go ahead and go to initiative so we can?
Yes. Let's go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
He's having his movement action in response to this. This is all a surprise round, basically.
Okay.
Were you following in on that?
Yeah, like, she had probably gone ahead, and I would have followed not too long after. And then if he started coming out, I would have shot him on sight.
Okay. You know what? I'm not even going to worry about initiative at that point. He runs out. You see him.
Mm-hmm.
What's your reaction?
Shoot the fucker in the... I just shoot the fucker. I shoot the fucker.
What if he has,
Fuck him. Fuck him.
like,
You come out to the vent, I fuck you.
He runs out. You go ahead and shoot him.
Yeah,
Fuck him.
I'm hard with some bullets.
What?
Do,
Fuck you with bullets.
do, do. Do. Ooh.
I need someone to draw a picture of Joaquin, so all I can do is just make memes of him saying, "You do that, I fuck you."
Joaquin needs representation.
So I got 67. Oh, okay. So only 3 hit.
Wait, only 3 hit? What did you get?
Well, I got 6 successes.
6 successes. 6 successes. Have you been drinking, madam?
No, actually not.
Well, maybe you should start.
I could, but it's downstairs.
Oh, that's
I'm
sad.
lazy.
Alright. Okay, that's fine. 3 net.
Mm-hmm.
And so
16p minus 8.
Oh.
She still has a sniper rifle.
That's the only weapon I have. Is the sniper rifle. The only other thing I would get is the better sniper rifle, which I think is the terracotta.
Terracotta pie.
Okay. Okay. He's already injured from a magical assault.
Yeah.
He comes out, sees you for a split second. And that split second is the last split second of his life. As he is
dead. You can say
he dead. He dead.
Haste.
Hashtag dead.
Hashtag YOLO.
Dead.
I'm gonna be on the comms like I have the van, like the vehicle ready to go, and I'm like, so everything okay? Was there anything back there?
Body number 2.
No, there was nothing back here.
Okay. So I'll message Sai. I'll be like, so where's the other truck going? How's that going? It seems it hasn't gotten very far. It's only been a few seconds. Really.
So it has been a few seconds. This truck seems to be heading east. Do you have any kind of navigation skill or knowledge that would be appropriate for the city?
Let's see.
Here, wait.
I have perception. Let's see. Security procedures, strategy, combat tactics. I mean, aside from that, the only other thing I have is my my devices, my CyberX 7. So that, that, and I also have one of my trackers. I can just track it over to them, or send it over to Doc, and he can relay it.
Okay. So, you...
You're not Doc!
Not at all. No, that's not true. It's a falsity. Give me a security procedures roll.
Alright.
-2.
So, 4. 2 successes.
That's really good for 4 dice. As you see this car pull into what eventually becomes actual regular roads outside of the swamp, you are following this in your what kind of vehicle?
It is a... what kind of bike do I have? It is a...
Truck, bike, or...
Shiawase Motor Shuriken.
That is a bike.
Yes.
As you kind of weave in between traffic, you start to see this truck eliciting a slight boop. A siren of sorts. Not an emergency, a siren for sure. If this were Doc Wagon, you would definitely know.
I'm back.
but it's eliciting a boop that the traffic is responding to. And the folks who are in traffic right now, as you are pulling into actual non-swampy territory, is getting heavy.
Matrix Reloaded style.
The truck itself starts pulling in through the crowd of trucks, of cars, of bikes, because they part ways. It
Quick
gets
question:
right
how far? Like I thought I stepped away. How far down the road is this happening?
This is at this point probably about a minute and a half of driving east, about 45 miles an hour.
As soon as I know our truck is secure, I would have suggested to Hunter and to Styx to get in the pickup and to follow after the other truck, to follow after Sai.
And I'm live streaming everything I'm seeing through my cyber eyes to everybody
Cool.
else.
You see all this, and you notice that the truck itself is pulsing an audio siren, something of a siren. Anyone who has knowledge skills, give me an idea of what knowledge skills you got.
Ooh. I have stuff. I have architecture, bars and clubs, English, gangs, mega corporation law, police procedures, professional and street, security procedures, and sprawl life.
Sprawl life.
Okay.
Give me a sprawl life -2.
I have diseases, dock wagon, drug IDs, local flora and fauna, medical procedure, paracritters, and sports.
2 successes on 3 dice. I had 5, but he said, no, take 2 of those away. I'm like, well, fine.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Fine,
You're kind of looking at this. Is it like an emergency vehicle? Maybe he's using his siren as a get out of my way because I have precedent, and they are parting ways. Sai, because you are driving a motorcycle, you have no problems kind of weaving in and out of vehicles, trying to get and keep up with this truck. The truck itself is not moving terribly fast, and within about half a minute, you in the dock driven truck are catching up with Sai.
I would have I guess so. I guess like Jamie would be taking her pickup truck. I would have followed in this big thing that I'm rigged into with my truck on autopilot following behind.
Yes.
My van.
Okay. Jamie and Doc, give me a driving test for your van.
For the van?
Yes.
Not the truck I'm in?
Not for the truck.
That's gonna be...
It says I have pilot craft, but it doesn't say how many dice.
Just make up a number, should be fine.
You pilot groundcraft?
Yeah.
It's pilot groundcraft plus your agility, right? I think so.
So you guys want to hear
5 dice.
Funny story?
It's reaction. You have 5 dice.
Okay. Thank you.
One of the things that was noticeable about this particular brew, Dragon's Milk, would never deal with a dragon. 11% ABV.
Oh yeah, I meant to tell you about that when you asked me about it, is the alcohol's real high on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's usually pretty high alcohol on stouts. 11 per goddamn cent.
Ugh.
Yep.
It's alright. There's a Dogfish had 120 minute. Is that like
that's
20% alcohol in it? Oh fuck you.
Hang on. What I rolled is incorrect because I keep forgetting that I have RCC.
I was about to say,
that's
for
right.
driving, you're not rolling more than 2 dice?
It's the dog brain of my van.
Oh, it's rolling dog brain. Oof.
Yeah, its
Okay.
pilot rating is 1. It rolls. I'm pretty sure it rolls 2 dice. But I don't have.
Pilot on it.
Well, I keep forgetting to. I haven't sat down and I don't think I've purchased my
Programs.
programs for my rig yet.
That's
No,
fine.
I have not. That's a problem. I need to fix that.
Then your vehicle is following you up to the point in which you leave the swamp. At which point it immediately gets trapped in traffic.
Oh, hang on. Never mind. I do have it.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's maneuvering plus pilot skill, I think is how that works for vehicles. Maneuvering. So it's. I guess we'll go with that because I'm not sure. 4 successes.
Okay, that's a bit of a difference.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry. I still have to make
I'm sorry.
a sheet for that.
Okay, so your vehicle is... It looks initially as though it's trapped in traffic. Then, through algorithms previously instructed to it by the programs within your RCC, it dives in between 2 cars, passes around 3 cars that are not quite going the speed that they could be going, while not necessarily maintaining safety, but maintaining good enough safety, and keeps up with your vehicle. Hunter, how are you doing?
Hunter, I think, is in one of the other
She's probably in the pickup truck.
Wait, was it
I am the one driving.
Sticks. All you white people look the same to me.
Excuse you?
I'm white!
all you
Oh, fuck you, sir.
humans,
I'm not human!
all you metahumans, all you mortals.
I'm like 3 feet tall!
Same.
Very small.
Racism in the 6th world, so horrible.
I got 3 successes.
All right. You actually okay. So you kind of dive into traffic. You're manually driving, yes?
Yes.
You scan the road. You see that there's a lot of cars that are sort of skipping in and out. You take the chance that 1 or 2 of them perhaps might be running a program that is keeping them from running into the car ahead of them, and you pop in between 2 cars. 2 of them stop. 1 behind the 3rd crashes into the 2nd as it skids around, but it's none of your concern because that accident is behind you.
Good.
As you dive into the road and move on. You keep up with the rest of the crew.
Sweet. It's been an hour.
It has
Oh,
been
yeah.
Oh no, why would you
Cheers.
say something like that? Because
Cheers.
haven't I been through enough?
No.
Anna?
No,
Come
no,
on.
you haven't.
Anna. Of all people, the voice of reason.
Am I the voice of reason?
The voice of caring for my
I'm
well-being.
not the one who has a fucking bottle of bananas that he has to finish.
I had a bottle of bananas. I finished it and they gave me another one. It just never ends. It never ends.
Never.
So therefore,
Bringing it on yourself, John.
yep.
No, Jamie and Eric keep bringing it with themselves when they join.
Well, I didn't bring this one. I actually had to hunt for it. Thank you.
Okay, that's fair. You did some work. You did some
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, fuck. It came close to me and I was like, oh, that's awful.
I had to go through like 6 liquor stores in Orlando to find that shit.
Dong, 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 dong. Breathe, just breathe.
I'm so glad I had the stream up to watch all of that. To really see it.
I'm dead on the inside.
See the pain.
Alright. So, traffic swells around you. You, Doc, are in the van. The semi.
Chuck. Yeah, the semi.
And you are coming up upon the other semi. Sai, who has been weaving in and out of traffic, you see the other semi coming up behind you.
Yeah, right behind you, Sai.
Affirmative. Status on situation.
I got a semi.
Neat.
Understood. It is very loud.
You-
Where's the semi? I assume I can see it. It's probably like right in front of him.
You the horn, and it releases something of a siren noise. Wee. And you immediately, Sai, recognize it as the siren noise you heard from the first truck. And cars skid to the side to avoid you when you make that noise.
I'm just gonna turn it on and leave it on, so people to get everybody out of the way.
Okay.
So, so I say we follow him until we are clear of some of this traffic if we can. Sai, if you can get, oh Jesus Christ, I'm breaking shit. If you can get around the front of it, well then you might get shot though. How do we want to stop this van from moving? What do you guys think?
Get in front of him, make him slam on his brakes. Don't.
How easy would it be to pilot the semi with one wheel damaged?
I mean, I can do it. They've got lots of wheels, so it wouldn't really matter. It might make him. It might hurt. It might reduce his ability a little bit. But it's a semi with lots of wheels.
Pilot.
Well, in order to stop him, I can either use one of my pistols while driving next to him to shoot him, or I could use my monofilament whip or my katana to take out one of the wheels to try to get him to stop or slow him down enough where one of us could, hijack it.
So,
Right.
Hunter, do you know how to drive? You're in my vehicle.
Yes, I'm in the I'm in the what's it the big open space part.
The bed of the truck.
The bed of my truck or the bed of
Your truck, yes.
Okay. We could just try, I can try and just get her a shot.
I can get a clear shot of someone's face. I'll shoot their heads off all day and night.
Whatever you're into, lady, I don't judge.
I also have shurikens and throwing knives too that I could use as distraction.
I'm down for. Fancy idea. Sai, drive your motorcycle up to the passenger side of it, right? Hunter drives or gets up the pickup truck goes around the driver's side, pulls up the side. Hunter takes out the driver. You jump off your bike onto the moving vehicle, get inside, and wrangle control of it before it veers off and crashes.
We can try.
We can certainly try to do that. Alright.
And I'll just follow behind.
Alright, so I'm assuming you relay that information in character to everybody.
Yes, I give everyone the quick rundown. Sai,
All
go
right.
around the passenger side. Get ready to jump off. Hunter, get ready to shoot the driver. Sticks, drive. Driver's side.
Understood, Doc.
You would think
And I go up to the passenger
he
side. and
assumes I'm a
following him.
simpleton, and I gun it, but I'm muttering the whole time, you would think I'm a simpleton and don't understand.
If you think it's allowed, John,
Okay.
this is entirely up to you.
Let me hear it.
My van has gun ports on the on the van, so people can just shoot from the sides and the back of it without being exposed. Would you think it'd be okay if my drone was in the van and was able to aim its gun through one of those gun ports? Would that be something that's just try to imagine how he would get into that position where it'd be easy to do, but I don't know. I might be stretching it a bit there.
Okay, so you're saying your van has gun ports. Sorry. Repeat all of that. Because
my van has gun ports all throughout the van. Obviously, if I just open the back of the van, the drone could shoot out of it, but it's not going to be able to hit the thing in front of it. That would make no sense. So my thought process is the drone could shoot from like one of the gun ports in the side of the van if it can get a shot on something, you know.
The gun ports are really just holes in the vehicle, so I think
Probably
your drone is just as capable as any one of your guns.
Okay, he's going to be. I sent it orders to kind of like position itself to fire from one of the gun ports should it be necessary.
Okay,
and it will do that.
All right. Okay, so...
And as the truck and motorcycle go off their different directions, I'm going to gun it to get this truck right behind the other truck. My semi right behind their semi.
Give me a driving test. You okay? Oh, we got some... Oh, no.
I looked up Peach's GIFs and this came up, and
Yeah.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
There is, in fact, that. All right, we tried to maintain. Now we're banned. That's banned.
Banned from Twitch. Banned forever.
Yep, that's it.
Pilot.
We did our best.
Yeah, this is gonna say Watercraft, but it's the same dice pool, so I'm just gonna click.
You notice a difference in the way the truck itself that you are following drives as you come into vision with it. It sees you. It definitely notices you. Has no problems because you are fucking bright pink and purple. And
terrible choice for a vehicle.
Whoever is in charge of its operation takes it as an affront that you are behind it and starts driving a little bit more erratically and fastly, possibly dangerously. Give me your drive test.
I did. I got one success.
One success. It screeches through traffic. The sirens go off that you heard before, Sai, as it scooches through all of the traffic ahead of it. You are, while running the sirens as well, unable to keep up with its pace instantly. It is very much pulling away from you.
Okay. I'll just try to keep as best I can then, and I tell you guys to go ahead and execute. Do it quick. He's getting away.
Hunter, shoot.
Am I beside the thing?
You were trying to pull up beside it.
Yes.
I'm gonna say before it notices the other truck, you were able to give... Okay, give me a stealth. How about that?
What?
Okay, stealth is...
Sneaking. Make a sneaking roll.
Yes.
Again, what?
Agility minus 1.
I don't think that's in her book.
Agility minus 1.
Agility minus.
Okay, so
that
is that a
burns
positive
little.
number?
Burns a little. Yeah, it's like more than one dice.
That's good.
Two.
That's good.
Two dice.
That's several dice.
Alright. You're going to edge to reroll failures. One hit.
Hey. That is above average.
Hey. That's not healthy. Avison, stop being so fat.
Sadly, it's not above the competence of the driver.
That's unfortunate.
Who spots you obviously trying to tail it. It's not as though it immediately thinks, oh, you're following it, as, oh, you're tailgating me. Fuck you, sir. As it makes its way, trying to avoid your very presence. Also give me a drive test.
Rude as shit.
Rude and
4 successes.
Okay.
Sir.
Your 4 successes are enough to allow you to keep up with it. So when the time comes, you are sidled against it. You are in a van or a bike?
Truck.
Truck. Okay, truck. That is hideous. But you're good. You're able to keep up side by side with it.
Rude as shit. My truck isn't hideous.
It's got rust spots where you would expect rust spots.
It gives it character. Thank you. Alright, so assuming I'm saddled along beside it,
Okay.
we'll, I guess, go ahead and tell Hunter, like, if you have a shot, go for it, because this guy's driving like a fucking twat bag.
He's drecking up the road right in front of you.
Motherfucker.
So, Hunter, what do you want to do? You see in the driver's seat a human who is very much focused on making sure this car makes its way. You're pretty sure he is in VR.
Do I have a clear shot of him? I will take the shot once I do have a clear shot of him.
With her to the side of the vehicle, you definitely have a clear shot.
Alright, cool.
Oh, dicks. That's a lot of dice.
Oh, that's a sexy, sexy noise.
That is the noise of a lot of dice hitting the pavement or a dice tray.
I can only get so hard.
8 successes.
Ooh, I thought that, and it happened.
Bam.
What is your DB for your gun?
My what?
Your gun.
No, I didn't hear the first part.
Your damage value for your gun.
My damage value?
DB.
DB.
How much damage does your gun do?
13, I think? Hold on.
Ooh.
Let's see, my Desert Strike damage is a 13p by itself.
While driving, -4 to the successes. It's technically supposed to be -4 to the dice, I believe, but I'm willing to just take -4 to the successes.
Sure, we can do that.
You poke your head up from the bed of her truck.
Yep.
You spot the head of a human in the driver's seat of this Horizon semi.
Sure.
And your bullet, you feel it leave the cartridge
Yeah.
as it
Yeah.
slides its way out the barrel of the gun.
Good God, get to the point, man.
I don't
fucks
care about the description.
the head.
Is he salsa?
I was gonna say,
I want to know is he salsa?
This is a lot of foreplay to know whether or not the guy is fucking dead.
He's okay,
Done
he's okay.
foreplay.
Except for all the dead parts, which is most of him.
Cool.
Hashtag dead.
Alright, side, get it, jump in.
Alright.
As you
Don't
see-
forget to
okay.
tell your motorcycle to
Here's the problem.
not fall.
Okay,
they were
so
still in transit, moving at about 45 miles per hour. The semi itself skids, careens, crashes into 3 or 4 vehicles. You
Hang
can't
on,
really
didn't
tell.
you say he was? Didn't you say he was in VR?
Yes.
The dog brain would automatically take over if the driver is no longer this disc auto disconnects. Assuming it has a dog brain, which if it's rigged for VR, it would have a dog brain.
That's true. Okay, I'll give it to you. That makes sense, actually. Given the way he was driving, because you were chasing him. Jesus fuck, dog brain, what the fuck? You don't let me have any fun. Alright, so the dog brain is like, what? Nah, I got this. And ruins every kind of joy I have in life. And the tail of the do you see actually the tail of the semi kind of fishtail a bit as the switch from human to AI, it's human to dog brain happens. You spot it in just the change in way that it works, but it kind of like skids around and completely just delves into traffic like it's normal.
Alright, I will drive my motorcycle a little bit ahead of it, and then, let's see, I'll do a gymnastics parkour over onto the top, and then swing my way into the window.
Okay.
Hopefully busting it out, and then kicking into the driver's seat.
Give me a roll.
Do you want me to do any other rolls with that, or just gymnastics?
Just gymnastics with the bonus of parkour because you're trying to get all inside.
Oh,
I'm trying to get all inside that. Alright. 6 successes.
6 successes. You are a master of the French arts. You dab into the window as the car itself is careening a little bit left and right. You kind of scoot into the window. The cab itself is messy, to say the least. Not just from brains, but from Horizon soda canisters and just sort of a mess of. You clearly see that this guy has lived in here at this point. For the 15 minutes he's been here, he is just all in here.
All up uns.
All in here.
So basically he became the new wallpaper of the inside of the cab?
He became the wallpaper, but also his very existence in here for the last 15 minutes.
Alrighty then. Alright, did you want me to roll pilot groundcraft to take over?
To stabilize it, yes, please.
Alright, let's see. Three successes.
3 successes. Okay. In the traffic that you're in currently, you find yourself at least able to navigate through the folks who are attempting to pass you just to win the game of traffic. You manage to find yourself in a steady, straightforward movement in traffic. Anybody who knows the city, anybody who is got any kind of knowledge that would give them.
I do.
Okay.
What do I need to roll?
What knowledge do you have that would be relevant to the city itself?
Smuggling route. I don't think philosophy would be useful. Smuggling routes.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually meant to take another one and cross off one of them, but at the moment I have smuggling routes.
We'll look into that
Orlando.
then after this then. Smuggling routes -4.
Fine.
What you got for smuggling routes -4?
You ruin all my fun.
Well, I mean, we ruined his fun, so it's natural he ruins
One
ours.
success.
One success is more than I expected from you in a general sense of life.
You.
You...
Butt chug some bananas, John.
No.
Oh God, why?
Jesus, no. I am not in a state in which I should butt chug anything or chug anything or really anything. But you look at the road that you're on just passing Semrun and realize we are probably about half a mile from the university, the academy.
And I imagine this is relevant for some reason that I would know.
The academy is the
Knight
Knight
Errant
Errant
Academy.
Oh, right, yeah, we don't want to be there.
Yeah, so we turn these vehicles around. Like I tell Sai, I'm like, hey, let's go ahead and head back the other direction, and I'm gonna call
Not
the Johnson.
this way.
Understood.
Yeah, we never made a plan. What was the deal with the Johnson? Did he say like he just said like we had to get him and bring him to him, or
He
I can't remember how he?
gave
Yes.
you a comlink number.
I'll
and
call it.
said when you have it available, you
Yeah.
could call it. Yes, you call up a Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed. Oh no, I didn't give you a name. Shit.
It's fine. I call Mr. Reed.
You call Faust. And
I go. Hey, we've got those water you wanted.
Well, I do declare, I expected no better from you. I mean, no less from you.
Well, we've currently got them loaded onto 2 Horizon trucks. We're gonna have to get them clean before we take them anywhere.
2 semis. You say you have more than 6 pallets?
No, we've got,
7.
I believe 7 pallets, assuming they loaded them all in. Are there cameras inside the semis, like inside the?
He had actually set one camera on one of the pallets, I believe. So it actually shows the inside of one of the semis.
Sure. Is it full of pallets?
It's not full. Neither semi is full. One of them has 4 pallets. The other has 2 pallets of water and 1 pallet of data chip.
Got it. So yeah, I say we've got looks like 6 pallets of water, and then 1 pallet's got some sort of data chips in it.
Data chip.
Yeah, we don't know. It's here. I figure we can either take that ourselves, or you can take it and do something with it. We'll figure it out. Regardless, we need to get these cleaned, and then we need to get them to you. So, where would you like us to take them?
Well, pile them on back down the I-4 to Pine Hills South. We can get you back down to the park area. We can offload you.
Okay.
Bennett Park. You're familiar
Gotcha.
because that's exactly where you unloaded your crew of coyote subjects.
Right. Sounds good. I'll give you a call when we're heading there. I'm gonna try to find some place to pull these over and make sure we don't have any tags on them or anything.
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have to step off.
Yep. Beep 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 beep. Oh, God damn it. Keep.
Jameson, you okay?
Yeah, I'm currently like half off my bed trying to get back. It's fine.
It's
No
fine.
personal problem. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
My back has like cracked in like weeks, so Like, yeah, we're just gonna like half hang off the bed and just hope for the best.
Stretches.
Also, both of my cats have joined me in here. It's great. They're hanging out.
Yeah, that's why I shut the bedroom door, because I do not need the cat bugging me while I'm trying to focus.
They're both just like, they're both sleeping. Sage keeps kind of looking at me.
Yeah,
like
no,
I'm being
if
weird.
I let Tigerbot in here while I'm playing, more than likely he'd try to either climb up on me and or climb up on the keyboard, because that's his new spot now, and I'm like, no. Not having that. So he can hang out in the living room and chill until I get done.
I just realized that my tablet is still set to Orlando time.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, the clock at the top isn't, but the weather clock is, because I haven't refreshed it to here yet.
Got it.
It doesn't auto-update by itself?
Not the weather one.
If you open the program, it will, but...
Yeah, but I haven't opened it in apparently over a week. It is 50 degrees outside,
It's
by the way,
50
guys.
degrees outside, oh
It's
my god.
Great.
Glorious.
Huzzah.
Yeah, it was getting overcast this afternoon because we had a meeting at the cafe about how we're doing good again. And I'm like, yay, we're not a bunch of fuck-ups.
Yay!
And then I went over to the comic book store next door because they had a dude who kickstarted a comic that him and his friend were working on.
Nice.
And he was there to sign it, and it's really fucking good. It's called Trespasser. If you guys get a chance, pick it up because it's only 4 chapters long. So if you get the omnibus of it, really good.
Nice.
It's like I read the entire thing in the store, and the guy was just like, "Wait, you read that whole thing?" I was like, "It's only 4 chapters." After chapter 1, I was like, "Yeah." That's $10 I spent. There he is. Just
Welcome back, mate. Turns out Josh is here. I had no idea.
Ha!
Welcome back. Ugh, yawn.
So, what were you guys doing? Because it's been long, P.
We were taking the semis to the location that the Johnson had specified for cleaning, and then to final delivery.
Well, no, he didn't specify a place for cleaning. Hello,
you
Death Killer
actually
341.
You were actually calling him in specific. He gave you a address, which is the same address that you had dropped off the vagrants, I'll call them. Welcome to the stream, Death Killer.
Yeah, I'm going to. We're gonna park at somewhere, on the way, like a park or somewhere, something abandoned maybe. And I'm going to, preferably with our hackers' help, make sure there's no tags on this vehicle and destroy any that there are and that kind of stuff, and take it. I'm gonna completely disable the rigger interfaces on both of them. Just take them offline. Just put them on manual control.
I'm sorry, a little bit of forethought would have helped me with this. When you guys pull it over, you see the gentleman in the religious
The back.
garb
Oh, okay.
run from the passenger seat out into the road and out off into the wilderness. Well, the wilderness of the city.
Wait, there was a. Oh, one of the other guys was actually in one of those.
Yeah, he was not the pilot, which you took care of very, 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 very quickly. But he jumped out of the vehicle when the pilot was dead, knowing that he had no real chance of making the vehicle go with your intervention.
Okay,
And
that's fine.
was fled. But you guys gather your vehicle itself, and you find a spot in order to stop and save. Your knowledge of smuggling areas kind of gives you a good hideaway spot that you can find, and you take the time to go over the vehicle itself. Anybody who has a tag eraser? Yes.
No, I don't have a tag eraser, but
No,
I was just going to, if we find any tags, I was going to have our hacker who was with us just be like, hey, just blow that up and just have him, because that should not be very hard for him to just go.
Give me a perception.
Sure.
That is plenty. Going over these in detail, you spot the occasional security tag, but you're pretty sure they were corporate owned, so they weren't done by the runner crew that you just
Murdered.
That's
Yeah,
fine. That's the one I'm more concerned about is the corporate tags, because, these are corporate vehicles.
Okay. You destroy or remove, at the very least, all of these tags. And because of the area you're in, someone is willing to destroy them if you can't.
Okay. While this is happening, I want to send Styx. I'll hand her some Nuyen and be like, "Hey, go grab a bunch of buckets of paint, real fast. There's got to be a store around there somewhere that sells paint." And to long story short, we're going to just quickly coat these vehicles in paint to cover up the
Okay.
obvious Horizon logos on them.
Yes, that is actually a great idea. The purple and pink of Horizon is definitely noticeable within the city.
Right.
And
All right, so
within the area, you can find someone who is willing to just kind of say, "Hey, you need this, take it."
Cool.
yeah, I make sure it's black paint too, because white just would not do the trick. This is too brightly colored. We need darkness.
So, who is doing the painting?
Darkness.
I assume all of us will do the painting so we can do it done as fast as possible.
Okay.
Yes.
Who is leading the painting hardware test? He says.
Oh,
I can do
boy.
that.
What are skills is required for this?
Listen.
You said hardware test, right?
Yes.
Hardware.
I will lead the hardware test.
Yes.
Can we do this as a teamwork test?
Yes, you would take each individual's bonus to your dice pool, obviously.
What are your... Does anybody else besides me have the hardware skill?
No.
I have cyber technology.
I would
as
also
a knowledge
take
skill, but that's it.
any kind of creative skill in art or graffiti or anything of the like.
Anybody got that?
I have.
I
blade
should, but
design.
I don't.
What is that, Sai?
Blade design. I mean,
Blade
semi-artistic.
design. All right, you know what? I will allow it just because it takes a little bit of creative nuance.
All right.
Okay, roll blade design.
Rolling blade.
Anna, do you have hardware or any sort of creative knowledge, a creative skill?
One success.
I'm looking.
I get one extra die, yay.
I can shoot bullets into it.
I have 5 successes.
A kind of creation. Of
I was gonna say
sorts.
I have cooking.
Forgery. I have 3 dice.
I've already
Forgery.
rolled. It's fine. I got 5 successes.
5 successes is a lot. So you have once Sai gives his input. I'm gonna say that everyone gives their input. You have a vehicle that looks like it is entirely a work of loving decoration. You have a long curved blade painted on the side. And with her Hunter's assistance, a few engrams of bullet holes just pasted about. And it looks as though it's just a very nicely done vehicle of someone who just works for himself and does extra work on the side for Horizon.
Perfect. All right, so I will set the autopilot on one of them to follow. Actually, yeah. Oh, and we of course will check out the contents of these cabs to make sure that there are, or these semis to make sure there's nobody hiding inside of them.
No, certainly not at this point. It looks as though anyone who has been part of this group has either been on their own turf when you encountered them and then fled, or that
bullet through head.
Yeah, bullet through head.
Got it. So we will. I will have the one with the dog brain following us, and then I will have me and the other one manually driving it to the location, and then everyone just follows with. Sound good?
Sounds dope.
And we go.
Okay. You pull out of the traffic that is currently bothering you into more traffic. It takes you. Well, it's Orlando.
I use the siren to clear people out of the way.
It takes you about 20 minutes. 15 minutes to get anywhere in Orlando proper, and then 5 minutes to get anywhere outside of Orlando proper. You manage to find the navigable roads in the swamp to make your way down Pine Hill on the road, which is something that you were not entirely certain was possible when you initially made your boat ride into Pine Hill.
Right.
But with the Plasteel and Plascrete roads, the Plastic Island that is Pine Hill is
Microplastics.
accessible eventually. Yep. Microplastics. They're at this point they're macroplastics.
They've merged into macroplastics.
Don't worry, there's magical creatures that specifically eat plastics nowadays.
That's technically true. But they can't eat nearly as much as produced. But
They try.
they do their very best, okay? Let's not judge
They
them.
need a crossbreed with like bugs or something and that just spread like wildfire.
Yeah. Or bug spirits. Even better. Like bug spirits and plastic eaters. What could go wrong?
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Yeah. We'll find out. So you guys pull into the Bennett Park and are immediately, I don't want to say accosted, but anytime this person speaks, it feels like an accostation. I say you are successful. That is wonderful.
Yep.
I look over at him and be, of course.
I'll pull the trucks up, to where he wants them and open up the backs. And then I'll get out.
Wow. I too familiar with the capabilities of these semis personally, but I do know that they are capable of holding quite a lot. And you have given them quite a lot to hold. But I do know that water is in bottles. He goes through some of the inventory. What you got here? He looks at the pallet that has nothing but data shards on it.
Don't know. We weren't gonna take that one, but it was they brought it with them. This is the truck that was heading towards the academy, right?
Well,
That's what they were loaded on.
Yeah, that was the one that they were trying to make that towards the academy. Yes.
Yeah. I'll let them know, like, yeah, they were going different directions, actually. This one was heading more towards the academy. I don't know if it was going to the academy, but it was heading that way.
Well, that's a dilly of a pickle.
Yeah. I mean...
No. Ooh, can I do something with that? That's the question of the day, isn't it?
That is a... I mean, we don't even know what's on these things. Actually, I'm gonna, like, try to reach in and take one of the data chips out and I'll slot it into my comm link and see what's on it.
Okay. You, Hunter, specifically can tell he wasn't expecting to find this, but he's trying to pursue any kind of way he can make money off of it.
Well, if he makes money off of it, we should.
Yeah, no. I'm like, well, I don't know. How would I phrase this? I don't know. I mean, there's no reason for us to take it, unless we plan on fencing it ourselves. We could. I mean, if he ups the new yen, we'll give it to him. Throw it in as a package deal.
He says, well, I don't know what I would do with it exactly, as he looks it over, but I suppose I could store it somewhere. I'm not worried about extra storage space. Thank you for all your extra help here, as he sorts to see about people to unload it for you. He doesn't seem to be mentioning anything about extra money.
So what did I find on the chip?
Are you scanning the chips?
It's they're data chips, right?
Okay, you're
I'm
slotting one of the data
it into my comm.
Yep.
See what's
That's,
on it.
you slot it, and you start to see a variety of data points. It looks to be just straight up charts and data that you're not entirely certain of the purpose of. But do you have any knowledge in navigation? Not knowledge, skill points in navigation, because it's a active skill.
No. That was gonna buy that after this run, unfortunately.
Awkward.
So, I do not have navigation.
You scan over this, and you see a bunch of data and numbers, and honestly, that to you could mean just about anything. It really kind of. Do you have any Arcana knowledge or?
Any what knowledge? I'm sorry.
Arcana.
Arcana? No, I'm not magically active.
Okay.
I have dock wagon, diseases, drug identification, local flora and fauna, medical procedures, paracritters, and sports.
Okay, so yeah, you look over this data and you see a bunch of numbers, and you're pretty sure that it could mean just about anything to you.
I'll show it to everybody else. Like I'll like, does this mean anything to you guys? As I kind of hold up my comm link and show them all the different stuff.
Okay. Does anyone have knowledge in navigation or Arcana? Six.
Jamie does have Arcana.
Yes.
But say like she should.
I don't have knowledge Arcana.
It's an
I
active
have-
skill. It's an active
Yeah, I
skill.
have Arcana. Oh, I have Arcana. Fine. I'll roll that.
According to my thing, I have 3 dice. I'm just not sure if that's based off of just my actual thing.
For
Like,
navigate for
Oh,
Navigation.
it's I guess it's intuition -1.
Yeah.
for what skill is it
3
in?
hits.
Navigation?
Navigation.
You have navigation?
No, I don't have any points into it, but it's giving me a dice pool.
Because you can default.
If you can
Okay.
default,
on
this
navigation.
unfortunately this knowledge is going to be
I
undefaultable.
need it actively.
You need it actively. Your knowledge
3 hits on Arcana.
sticks.
We can't hear you, Jamie.
I
3
heard
hits on Arcana.
Okay, there you are.
But yes, okay. So you kind of look over this data. You're not sure what half the number sets mean, but they're attached to each individual number set. And you're pretty sure that they're defining extenuous power levels for basically individual spots on terrain for ley line power.
That's neat.
Huh.
You see this and you're like, okay. Honestly, you don't need enough knowledge in navigation with 3 hits to say, well, maybe the other set of numbers is locations.
Yeah, well, she's looking over this and, like, talking about it. I'm like, uh-huh. Hey, are you bleeding?
Oh, I'm bleeding bad.
Shit, she's bleeding.
I'm like,
Yeah.
huh. And I take the comm link and I'm like, can you sit down? You should sit down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, you sit here, and I'm gonna get my med kit. and
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going
been
to-
minutes since
Yeah, I'm
she's
like,
been
oh,
shotgunned.
it's been a lot longer than that. We painted.
Oh, that's
I
true.
mean, like, it's been hours probably by now.
It's probably been
like,
less than
gonna-
an hour, but it's been
I'm gonna
enough
first.
time.
I'm gonna do first aid on you to try to heal you up. So
I was gonna say I have 1 box of physical remaining.
Ooh. She's looking rather
I've been.
rough.
I got 8 successes on first aid.
Okay, so -2 for the target number, and you get 6 health back from first aid.
Dope.
And then I'm like, so this is done. You should probably do that wiggly waggly finger thing that you do as well.
Oh, you mean like heal myself?
Yeah, I assume you still have boxes, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Now that I've done physical first aid, now you can do magical first aid.
So you look
Always
over this. You look over this data that you've come across. It looks to be information on ley lines and their power levels. You're not really sure where they are because you're not really knowledgeable in the
On navigation,
of the city, but you're familiar enough that you were like, these are numbers that are probably dictating locations of where these are more and less powerful.
I'll as he the guy tries to take the crate away. Sir, if you don't terribly mind, if you're not gonna give us something for that, I kind of want to keep it.
I mean, yeah, that's wasn't really part of the deal, I guess. So unless you want to compensate us for that, we're gonna have to
water?
hold on to that one.
That's not water.
Well, I suppose you have a point there, but and this is in which
Everything before the word "but" is bullshit, sir.
negotiation comes into play.
Yeah, I know. I have that.
So
It's
who's gonna
fine.
negotiate?
Well, you can't negotiate. You're getting medical care.
Yeah, you're
I
currently
can
busy.
negotiate if I want to negotiate.
You're-
Let her bleed out and negotiate, okay? She's a very angry dwarf. Let her do what she wants.
Like, I'm gonna.
Well, I do believe that these are part of the truck that you have delivered to me, and for that I appreciate.
I'm just saying, if you're not paying extra for it, I think we should get to keep it.
You know, these trucks too were like, you just wanted the water. You didn't say anything about trucks. I mean, I could keep
Yeah.
these things.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I mean,
true.
like, I'm just saying, like, we don't have like, wait, the deal was for water. You got water.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Can
you
I
want to
put in a
assist?
can I put in a teamwork on this? Can I help them?
Absolutely.
I could. Yeah, I'll teamwork with that too.
All right, so I'll negotiate. Just give me your dice.
I do not have negotiations, so we'll roll for that.
Just stand there and look intimidating.
you can't. If you want to help teamwork, you have to have points in the skill.
I know. He can just stand there
All
and
right,
look
you
intimidating.
get 3 extra dice from me and +1 to your limit.
I got
Okay.
5 successes.
Which means 5
Alright.
extra dice
I do
and
have
one limit.
intimidation. So
I take that back, Jamie. You get 1 extra
Yeah.
dice from me because I can't give you more bonuses than I have ranks in the skill. I only have 1 rank in negotiation.
All right, Anna, how many ranks do you have in negotiation?
I
Fuck
think
off.
3.
Okay, so
All right, so I can take
3. She's got
But I
3.
don't know.
You've got 3.
we'll figure it out.
We actually filled out your skills on here with the one we talked last time, so I have all your skills filled out.
So how'd you do?
5 hits.
I missed. Oof.
Swing and a miss.
A lot of dice.
Your Johnson looks over your haul and says, "Well, you brought it in the truck, which has all of the liquids and materials that I requested. I don't see any reason why I should have to separate what you brought to me. But
How much was he giving us?
he says, this ain't useful to me in any way, shape, or form. It's a lot of work, is what it is. Yeah, I say y'all did a good job. Take it,
All right.
but make sure it don't fall into the wrong hands."
Alright, I will take the... I assume it's heavy, like it's on a pallet.
Yeah, you can manage
yeah.
to.
Can
either-
I get... So the chips are... Like, this pallet has water on it, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, it
isn't
actually
like
has a
these chi-
jack in it, like a manual jack.
Okay, well, I'll use the manual jack to unload it and load it into my van.
Okay. Okay, so you get it out of the truck. He's got his water out. He's got his men taking out the water for him. And already there are citizens around the area trying to see what they can get out of this to survive. Not nearly as many as were in the area of the water treatment facility, or not the water dispersal facility, but still a decent number of people have already come to try to gather what they can. You take the pallet into your truck. Do you have any plans for it?
Not yet, no.
He says, "Well, I say I thank you. You've done a good service for the community. And I'm surprised. I honestly thought people who would work in the shadows for money would be harder to negotiate with in terms of making the betterment of mankind. So," he brings out some cred sticks. "Your payment, here y'all go." And he offers you up. It is... oh shoot, it's been a long time. 6,000 nuyen, I believe?
I didn't, yeah.
I was just seeing if you might make it higher. They're like, yeah, it's totally that much.
6,000 you said?
6,000 nuyen each.
Got it.
Y'all did a good thing here today. I don't want you to think otherwise. These people need it. Not all of them have the ability to parse water from the muck. And I hope we don't end up in this situation for much longer, but who knows? Thank you.
I bow down to him and go, "You are welcome."
Do know
Do what
that
we can,
will be
sir.
we'll be thankful enough to remember your name. Oh, and keep safe out there. He goes back to where he actually goes up to one of the pallet jacks and starts lifting it up himself and pulls it out with one of his workers.
Okay, I will, we'll take the money, and I'm going to load up the van, and, I guess head out.
Main run. Yeah.
I'm gonna summon my bike to me, and then I'm just gonna gymnastic flip onto it and just be like.
Okay.
I will
have-
take
A palette of data. Do you have any plans for that? Any ideas of what you want to do?
No, I'll take it back to...
I was gonna say, I'm at some point probably gonna take some time and look over it.
Well, I have it at the moment. I'm gonna take it to I guess my my safe house that I have. I don't know exactly where I have the safe house at the moment. It's in Orlando though.
Town funk you up.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure to secure it in there, in my safe house. Let's see. Safe house.
Going over the data sticks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll eventually I'll sit down and go over. Yeah. How many are there? How many sticks?
There are hundreds of sticks just kind of jammed into plastic crate, just kind of dabbed into this pallet here to store. It's basically a brick of knowledge right in front of you, a large brick of knowledge.
Would all the data on them fit on a MetaLink? Like if I was to download all the data off of them?
It would. What knowledge skills do you have?
Nothing that would be relevant, I'm sure. Diseases, dock wagon, drug ID, local flora and fauna, medical procedure, paracurs, and sports.
Anything security? No.
No.
I have security procedures, but that's for physical security, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna share it with everybody. I just want to get it all off of the data sticks and onto one cohesive file.
Hunter, give me a security roll, please, if you could.
Which one would you like? I have all of them.
Matrix security specifically.
So 4?
4 is quite decent of a knowledge of Matrix security. His indication that he wants to move all of the data onto his MetaLink. It doesn't exactly immediately concern you, only insofar as your knowledge that any data that goes onto any device that is regularly treated as wireless is immediately more vulnerable than any kind of data chip that has been made.
I was gonna.
Let us...
Yeah, no, yeah. I tell you guys, and if you voice concerns, oh no, I'm gonna put it on a MetaLink that's not wirelessly active, so it'll just be. I need it to be off data chips in one. I need to put it all together. This is lots of different points of data for lots of different things. I just need them all to be.
Okay, so you're gonna put it on something that is not wirelessly available.
That was the goal. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy another cheap MetaLink. Actually, I'm probably gonna go buy a better comlink because I actually am just using a MetaLink. And I will just basically put all the files on one thing.
Okay. Sticks. You scan over the device. You're not familiar with any of the navigations of the city, but you are familiar with the arcana of the city and the numbers that it is meting to you kind of match up. You see spots on the city where you were like, oh yeah, I felt really close to the metaplanes right there. You see a little bit of an indication of, hey, if I travel up this road here, it practically aligns with all of the feelings I had in terms of power and ability to summon spirits and cast spells. So you're kind of understanding what this data spike is trying to tell you in this information, but you can tell that it was probably tens to hundreds of mages that were required to take this data, giving it quite a good value. However, you do notice that all of the data lines lead to a number on the left column which you are not really understanding navigation-wise. 28.4177 north, 81.4812 west. And you are uncertain of where exactly that is in town.
Huh. Hold on.
Oh no.
If it helps, I've already put it into the map, so I know where it is.
Okay.
Well, fine, because I was gonna try and find someone who knew.
Oh, well, I mean, like, we probably have to do that, is more to the point.
Yeah. I don't know if any of my contacts would know where that is.
I'm gonna get a hold. What's our fixer's name again?
Fixer Henish Patel.
I'll call Hainish.
Okay.
Hainish. And just be like, hey, we got some information here, some data off this last job that we, kind of curious about. You've been around here for a long time, right?
Oh, hello, my friend. You have data that would perhaps be useful to someone?
That's what I'm hoping to find out. Styx here thinks she noticed something about it. Hey, Styx, what did you find on there? And I'll put her in the call with Henish.
So, there's this point on the map, on a map. Can you tell me where it is? Or do you know anyone that could possibly tell me where it is?
Couldn't we just put it into a matrix search and do it that way?
Do you have grid guide?
Oh. No.
Does anyone have grid guide?
Probably not.
No.
Where is that? Knowledge skill?
Attack my fucking foot one more time, cat.
Grid
Sorry.
guide is actually a program.
It's
Oh,
you need
never mind then.
you need a map soft is what it is.
Mapsoft, yes.
Okay, hang on. Before we, because this is getting crazy. Before we do that, I download the map soft for 100 new yen.
Okay.
And I for Orlando and the areas nearby. What does that point come into?
It centers on the same spot you remember from the day before where you saw fireworks coming from. The Magic Kingdom.
God damn it!
Ah.
God damn it!
So, yeah, I call Henish, and I'm like, yeah, looks like it's all about some sort of magical ley lines and doohicks and whatnots. And they all kind of lead back to that's Verizon HQ, right? Or Horizon HQ.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm like,
100%.
it leads right back to Horizon HQ. Apparently, it's kind of weird. You know anybody who might want this?
I can think of a few who I might be able to vend this to. I can work with it. If you would like, I can give you all 2,000 yuan each for the access to this data.
What do you guys say? 2K each
Sounds good.
Okay.
to give them the chips. To give them the chips.
Just the chips?
I mean, yeah, I'm not telling them I have a copy. Out of game, I'm not telling them I have a copy.
Okay,
But like, yes,
obviously.
just to give them the chips.
Just,
Sure. I mean,
I'm fine with it. Just make sure it doesn't wind up in the wrong hands, sir.
yeah, that's our major concern. That's all.
Yeah.
I understand. As Shadowrunners, you may have certain predilections. If I am to make any kind of profit off of this. However, I can make no guarantees. Is that to your liking?
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine with me. Everybody else good?
What? Whatever.
It is fine with me.
Sure. Just make sure that they don't plan on using it to like blow up magic and like disintegrate magic in the area. That's all I really care about.
All right.
That's
Well, then our
That's my minimum requirement.
transaction is set. I will take the pallet of data chips, and here is your nuyen. You transfer the data chips to Hanish Patel.
Yep. I'll bring it over personally.
In turn, grants you all 2,000 yuan.
Woohoo!
Woo woo.
Oh.
I am keeping a copy of this data saved.
Yes.
Cool.
And you all also receive, after the successful completion of your mission, 12 karma.
Ooh,
Woo woo.
that's a lot of karma.
Ooh, karma, anything else? Creds? No creds? Notor territory?
1 notoriety for each of you for
This is bound to
slaying
happen.
an opposing team of runners.
Hey, fuck
They're
those guys.
dead. It's okay. Most of them.
Sometimes they gotta die.
No public
got time.
awareness, and that is everything. I will come back to you guys in terms of contacts, but for now, I do believe that this is going to be the night.
Woohoo!
Dope.
We did it, guys. We won.
We did it. We won Shadowrun.
You have made Shadow's run.
Something.
So, for those of you watching, thanks for watching. See you next stream.
See you later, guys. Peace.
Tell your friends.
And yes, tell your friends.